Hello to all of you that are watching and tuned into this video right now. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm going to be sharing with you some information that I picked up along the way of learning and observing and realizing what I was dealing with, who I was dealing with, and what I was dealing with. You know what I mean? When it comes to energy, when it comes to energy and when it comes to people. Okay, so I'm going to give some physical examples and everything of what it's like when dealing with a negative person or a negative energy, and how that can really drain you, how that can really literally suck the life from you. Okay, so again, like I said, this is from my own personal experience as well as things that I've observed. Okay, so I hope that whatever I say, in whichever way I say it, I hope that it resonates for you. Okay, so here we go. The physical examples, I got my notes right here to keep me on track. So the physical examples of when you're dealing with a negative person or dealing with the negative energy, your health is going to decline. Okay, you're going to have aches and pains in your body. You're going to feel imbalanced, okay, physically. Even if you, especially if you felt fine before you met this person, especially if, you know, you had no health issues before you met this person. If you are feeling physical aches and pains, if you are all of a sudden feeling imbalanced with your body, if you start to break out, if your skin starts to break out, if you start to all of a sudden get pimples and acne, and you know, if you all of a sudden start to have unnecessary skin irritations, you know what I'm saying? I want to share a real quick thing. When I was dealing with an individual who was absolutely improper for my energy, I noticed constantly with this person being in my space, I got cold sores non-stop. Okay, non-stop. And I never got cold sores before I met this person. I got cold sore every 2 months. I had a fucking cold sore. I had to pay attention to that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm sharing this information with you, okay? To let you guys know out there, so that you can get a full sense of who and what you're dealing with. I want to mention this, that everybody that's walking around looking human is not, okay? I want to say that. I'm not trying to scare nobody. This world is a lot more stranger than we're comfortable believing sometimes. So I'm just giving this information out to you guys, okay? Back to what I was saying. If you have skin irritations, if you're having all of a sudden, you know, rashes and shit, and, you know, all of a sudden, after meeting this person, after engaging with this energy, this person is draining you. This person is a negative entity. This person does not need to engage with you or your energy, okay? Hair setbacks. For those of you ladies out there, or for those of you men out there who really care about your hair, who really care about your looks, but me just focusing on the hair. If you have hair setbacks, okay, and what I mean by that, like when your hair starts to feel thinner, when it starts to look thinner, when it starts to break off, when it starts to get shorter, when it starts to change, you know, when it starts to really have a lot of different type of changes in it that you're not used to, or that you never had before you met this person, before you engaged with this energy. I recommend that you release yourself and completely separate from this motherfucker, okay? Because anytime, like I said, you're dealing with the negative energy, this person is going to drain you physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. That's why you got to pay attention to the truth of the energy and what you're dealing with, okay? If you, like I said, if your hair gets thin, you start to lose it, it starts to break off, it starts to change and do things that really don't make you feel comfortable or confident, then that is a sign that you are connected, or you are being drained by a negative energy, okay? Weight loss or weight gain. When you are dealing with that, it all depends on what your focus was before you met this person, what you wanted before you met this person, and how that is making you feel, how the effects of that is making you feel, if that makes sense, okay? So weight loss, some of you may lose weight and, you know, lose a lot of weight and not understand why you're losing a lot of weight, you know. Some of you may have a loss of appetite. Some of you may not even be eating at all of a sudden, okay? Some of you just are just have no motivation or no energy to consume food. Okay, pay attention to that. Weight gain, all of a sudden before you met this person you were good with your diet or whatever, now you fucking eating like crazy. Okay, non-stop. You're emotionally eating, you're eating to fill a void. Okay, you're using whatever you're using to gain weight to give you some type of crutch. Okay, and you understand it, and I know that some of you do. For those of you that are dealing with this, you understand it, but it's difficult for you to sort of like come to terms with it. You have to come, you are, it is so important for you to come to terms with what you're dealing with, whatever type of energy that you're dealing with. Because I'm telling you, a bullshit ass energy, an unhealthy energy, does nothing for your well-being. Okay, and that's why I'm sharing this information with y'all, and I hope that you're resonating with it. I hope that you're enjoying the video. Back to weight gain. You're gaining weight. You're doing things that's just, you didn't do before you met this person. You didn't do before you engaged with this energy. Pay attention to that, okay? Pay attention to that. Your senses are weakened. Your 5 senses, but your first sense is your so-called 6th sense, okay? And that is your intuition, what you feel, what you sense, what you can pick up on without a word ever being spoken. That is what you pay attention to. That is the energy that you pay attention to. That is what you lean on. But when you're engaged with the negative energy, or when you're surrounded by a toxic person, your senses get weaker. Your sense of perception and what the truth is, that subtle underlying truth that's spoken on every occasion. You know what I mean? You miss that because your senses are weakened. This person is clouding your perception, clouding your intuition, clouding your focus, disconnecting you from your purpose. Okay. Also, guys, if you are constantly getting sick physically, either vomiting, or you're always catching colds, or your immune system is always thrown off balance, or shit like that, weird shit like that, notice, pay attention to what your body was. See, that's the thing. You have to keep track of how you felt and how your life is being affected by something before it came into your life, so that you can know if it's right or wrong for you or not. Okay. The mental thoughts, or the mental effects of dealing with a negative entity, a negative person, a negative energy. Okay. You feel unsure all the time. Okay, there's always this indecisive energy. You can't make a decision. You're not confident in your decision. You have a scrambled mind. Okay, with your thinking, your thoughts are all over the place. You can't focus on one thing. You can't really you're there, but you're not there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because your sense of focus and your thoughts are all over the place. It's clouded. It's not focused on the right thing. So as a result of that, it is thrown off balance. It is imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? So your thoughts are scrambled. You're thinking about everything, and it's hard for you to focus on one thing. You have illogical thinking. And what does that mean? Illogical thinking, when you are not considering the most balanced or the most beneficial choices. You're not taking the time out to make the right decision. You're not taking the time out to see it all the way through. You are just going with the energy that you feel, without thinking it through, without really considering how effective it could be on your life and what type of effect that has. Okay, you start to make irresponsible decisions. Okay, or you have illogical thinking. As far as, what other way can I explain it? You have illogical thinking in a sense of yourself and what you desire and what you believe for your life, and what you believe for your purpose, what you believe with this energy or this person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? The type of fucking thinking that just simply doesn't make sense. Okay, and it doesn't make sense, but for some reason you try to rationalize it. Don't do that. Pay attention to the truth, okay? It's hard for you to focus and find clarity with your true feelings, okay? You know what you feel. You know the impressed energy, if that makes sense. You know what that impressed energy feels like for you, given whatever external energy is sort of trying to sway you to feel. You know what I mean? You know what you're being convinced to feel, but you're not sure if you feel that. You know what I mean? It's hard for you to find the true clarity of what you feel. It's hard for you to connect with what you really what really feels right and what really feels wrong for you, because you're not sure at this point, because this negative energy, this negative person, this negative entity is clouding that precise, pristine perception and insight. Okay? Careless feelings of what's important. Okay? How can I explain that? Okay, things that was really important to you at one point in your life, things that you really believed in, you really put time, effort, and energy into, things that you really found a positive place with and energy with before you met this person, before you came into contact with this energy or this entity, you know what I mean? Things that was most important, that brought you your best energy, your best focus and feelings and vibes. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about that anymore. Things that kept you healthy. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Things that kept you healthy, things that kept you going, things that kept you motivated, things that kept you inspired. You no longer do or care about anymore. Pay attention to that. Okay. The emotional effects of what it's like when dealing with a negative energy, a negative person, or a negative entity. Insecure about yourself. Okay, insecure about so-called flaws you think you have, insecure about yourself as a whole, as a whole being. You have no belief. Your self of belief is in lack. Your confidence is lacking. Your respect is lacking. Your self-connection and self-love is lacking. Okay, you need constant reassurance. Okay, or you are constantly looking to be reassured, or you are constantly looking for things to make yourself feel reassured about the experience, situation, or relationship that you're in. Okay, you need constant reassurance, because you're always looking, or you're always finding something out that makes you feel insecure, that makes you feel like you're not enough. If at any point you fucking feel like that, leave. If at any point you feel like that, that is not the truth, that is not your energy, that is not what you deserve. You are encouraged to leave that energy. You are encouraged to separate yourself and remove yourself from it. Okay? Or you could possibly feel very numb. Okay? Very numb. What's the word that I'm looking for? Nonchalant. That's one, but that's not what I'm looking for. What is it? I can't think of it right now. But you feel completely numb, you know what I mean, emotionally. You know, you're not even realize how much bullshit you're dealing with and how much bullshit you're putting up with sometimes, because you can call yourself really wanting to help somebody or really wanting to care about somebody a lot. But you're not realizing how much it's taking from you, and you're just numb to the abuse, okay? Be it physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, and you put up with that shit. You do not have to do that. Okay? You do not have to allow yourself to feel numb about anything that's not enjoyable. You are encouraged to remove yourself from shit that is not enjoyable. Okay? You have every right to. Okay? Your happiness is what's most important. Your healing is what's most important. Okay? I'm still trying to find that word, y'all. I'm still trying to think about that word. What is that word? You feel numb. It's not on the fence. I cannot think of it right now. I'm trying to, but I can't. But anyway, your feelings are indirectly controlled by the person. You allow this, you know, and the reason why that you allow this a lot of times is because you're an empath. Possibly, very possibly, if you're watching this video right now, that's probably more than likely the case. You're an empath, you're a spiritualist, you're spiritually sensitive, you're energetically sensitive, okay? And as a result of you having that beautiful, powerful, extraordinary gift, you are encouraged to protect yourself and know and to be decisive about what energies you allow in your sacred space and what energies that you don't allow. Okay, so like I said, you allow this person possibly because you feel deeply and you believe that, you know, if you love long enough, or maybe if you care a little bit long enough than you should, then maybe they'll get it. Sometimes they don't. That's why you have to be very decisive about what you deal with and what you don't, and not give a shit about how it affects that person, or how it affects that experience or situation. Because if it don't make sense for you and if it doesn't feel good for you, then it's not something that you choose. It is not something that you have to choose. Okay. What else? Okay, yeah. Okay, the spiritual effects. That's it for the emotional, but the spiritual effects, okay, of dealing with a negative person, a negative entity, or a negative energy. Uncomfortable vibes, dreams of nightmares, okay, unusual visions of this person, and feelings that are uneasy or eerie, weird, and there's a constant heaviness. Okay, let me check my camera. Okay, I'm going to stop right now before I keep talking and it stops recording. Give me 1 second. Okay. Like I said before, the spiritual effects of dealing with the negative person, energy, or entity. There are uncomfortable vibes. You sense this, you know this, you get this. Okay, you have dreams of nightmares. You have nightmares about this person. You have nightmarish experiences with this person every time you dream about them. That is unusual. That is not positive. What do you think that means? Okay, what do you think your higher self is telling you? What do you think your divine guides are telling you or trying to get you to see? You know, pay attention to that. Unusual visions of this person. And what I mean by that, when I say that, when you see this person and you look them in their face and you see their truth, and their truth kind of scares you, or their truth kind of turns you off, or their truth kind of disgusts you, that is your answer. That is your clue. That is the key. Okay, that this person has imbalanced, negative, dark, low, disruptive energy that I do not need to deal with. Okay, that I do not need to associate myself with. Okay, like you see that you look this person in the face and they almost look strange to you. They look very ghoulish to you. Okay, they look very monster-like, okay, to you. And I'm not saying, you know, tripping out. I'm not saying don't go looking in folks' faces and trying to see anything, okay? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you're looking someone in their face and you're seeing them for their truth, okay, from an energetic level, sometimes when you have that powerful gift, you're able to see exactly what they are. Allow yourself to see exactly what they are and respond accordingly, okay? You're encouraged to do that, okay? The feelings. Feelings are uneasy, eerie, weird, or constant heaviness, okay? And what I mean by that, I'm pretty sure that's kind of self-explanatory, but how can I elaborate more on it? There's always situations that you have with this person that always leave a weird taste in your mouth, or, you know, some type of weird vibe in a room where they'll say certain things or do certain things that really have you like, oh my God, what in the fuck am I dealing with right now? Who is this person? Or what is this being that I'm dealing with right now? Or what is this energy that I'm dealing with right now? Pay attention to that, okay? Certain conversations that you guys have is if this person is like presenting to you or causing some type of eeriness, weirdness, uncomfortableness, pay attention to that. That person is a negative energy. Okay, only lower level energy focuses on that, brings in those type of vibes. Okay, if you are in any way, shape, or form feeling that energy from anybody or anything, remove yourself from it. Okay. a weird constant heaviness, meaning, you know, you may have been a very happy, very motivated and inspired person before you met this person, or before you came into this experience, and now you feel heavy, now you feel low, now you feel dragged down. Pay attention to that. What do you think that means? Okay. Finances, okay. This is a big one, okay. When you are dealing with a negative person, a negative energy, or a negative entity, your money gets funny, okay. You have a loss of wealth, a strain on your finances. Things that was easy for you to pay at one point is now it's hard for you to pay on, or you know what I mean, you're getting extensions on certain dates, or you're trying to budget a little bit more than what you used to now that you're dealing with this person, okay. There's a strain on finances in a sense of, you know, all of a sudden now my finances are sort of out of balance, or now financially I'm having more struggles with, you know, paying shit than I used to. You know what I mean? That's basically what I'm saying, okay. Your financial responsibilities, hold on, give me 1 second. Constant irresponsible spending, okay. If you are buying shit that you know that you don't need to buy, but for some reason you're not really paying attention, and you're not really taking into consideration your financial responsibility, you need to pay attention to that energy. You need to pay attention to what that person or that experience sort of like pushed or required you to do. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with a negative energy, your finances are going to be thrown off. Okay, your spending will possibly become irresponsible and constant. Okay, where you rack up debt, where you rack up, you know, financial issues, unnecessary financial issues that you do not need. Okay, or more unnecessary financial responsibilities that you have to deal with when dealing with this person, or with dealing with this energy or this experience, okay. There's more unnecessary financial responsibility that just really could be, you know, taken out, that really don't even have to be a part of any type of spending that you need, you know. But because you're associated with this negative energy, all this shit comes down the pipeline, and it's just snatching everything out of your pockets. Pay attention to that energy, okay. They are using your energy to gain a more stable sense of abundance, because they are, when it comes to narcissists, when it comes to really toxic people like that, sociopaths, psychopaths, okay, delusionists, okay, when it comes to people who only want to see their truth, or who only want to gain what they desire, okay, they're always going to throw you off balance, okay, when you are a balanced person, or when you are gaining to connect to that energy. They'll want to throw you off balance because they're too fucking selfish to want to do the work themselves. They're too fucking selfish to want to hear their bullshit. They're too selfish to really admit that they have issues and problems, but they just want to burden other people with their bullshit energy, while they snatch everything from a person that's really doing a lot of hard work to gain it themselves. They're fucking selfish. You don't deserve that. Remove yourself from it, okay? Your routine. How does this negative person, negative energy, or negative entity or situation drain your routine? Now, before you met this person, before you had this experience, okay, before you connected to this energy, what was your routine like? Did you work out a lot? Did you eat great? You know? Did you have a healthy routine, morning routine, night routine? Did you take care of yourself? Did you shower two or three times a day? You know what I mean? Did you really take care of your body? Did you really take care of your skin? Did you really take care of your hair? Did you really love on yourself? You know what I'm saying? All those things. Did you do those things before you met this person, and now all of a sudden you barely wash your ass? All of a sudden you barely take care of your skin? All of a sudden, you know, you barely eat right? All of a sudden, you know, none of that matters anymore? You know, you've forgotten how to take care of yourself, and not in the sense of forgotten, you just neglected your own body. You know what I'm saying? If you've neglected your own body, if you neglected your own desires and your own needs, okay, understand that you are dealing with a person that is carrying a negative energy, a lower level energy, and they are draining you of your precious energy, your precious light, okay? They're draining you, okay? Life becomes stagnant, okay? If you find yourself repeating the same life over and over again, the same situations, the same experiences, the same bullshit, the same everything all the fucking time, and it's not fulfilling you, and it's not bringing you any type of joy, any type of peace, any type of happiness, any type of fulfillment, remove yourself from that shit. This is a negative fucking person. This is a negative energy. This is a fucking vampire. This is a goddamn energetic vampire. This could be another lower level being, you know what I'm saying, that you need to remove yourself from and separate from, okay? This person does not this person does not deserve to be a part of your energy, okay? What else? Like I said, I did mention self-care lacks, okay? Spiritual. You're spiritual, even if you like spiritually cleansed and took care of yourself and did your work or did your rituals and did your healing and all of that. If that somehow has fallen off, if any part of that, y'all, has fallen off for you, you know what you're dealing with. I'm telling you right now what you're dealing with, okay? And I'm so thankful to the beautiful goddesses. I'm thankful to all the beautiful guides and all the beautiful people that I had come in contact with before I realized what I was dealing with. I'm so thankful to those beautiful women and all those beautiful people that contacted me and that told me exactly what I needed to hear so that I can know exactly what I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving this information to you all out there, you fellas out there, you ladies out there that are watching this, y'all. I'm just sharing this information, giving this to you in hopes that whatever you're dealing with, if you're dealing with some bullshit, here's your fucking blueprint, your goddamn checklist right here to listen to pay attention to, and to consider what you're dealing with, okay? Your motivation for your dreams, okay? This is a part of the routine, and this is the last part that I'm gonna go through for you guys. But this is I'm hoping this is helping somebody. I'm hoping this is helping a few of y'all out there, okay? Because I mean, this is what I had to learn. This is a lot of this stuff that I'm sharing with you is a lot of shit that I noticed, a lot of stuff that I picked up on, a lot of stuff that I paid attention to, a lot of stuff that I caught myself trying to ignore, okay? At the same time, allow yourself to see your truth, to see their truth, and to see the truth of the whole situation in its entirety and respond accordingly, okay? Please, you are worthy of so much more than whatever the fuck you're dealing with. I promise you, you are. Okay, your motivation for dreams and desires, no sense of purpose anymore. If you were really motivated before you met this person or came into this experience, if you find yourself not really caring about what happens tomorrow, not really giving a shit about what's happening right now, you're just lagging around in life, okay? You don't have any sense of inspiration, you don't have any type of motivation, you don't have any fresh new ideas you want to bring to the table about yourself, about getting better and gaining better, you know what I mean? If you're losing sight of what your focus was when you first started, you know what I mean? Some of you maybe may have wanted to do a lot of great things, and now all of a sudden you don't want to do anything. You don't have any motivation for anything. You don't have any type of push or fire in your belly for shit now. So now you just sort of like I said, lagging around in life, or just sitting there, figuratively speaking or literally speaking, because there's no energy, okay? Because you are being drained. There's a constant physical and energetic exhaustion, okay? If you feel tired all the time, you feel fucking drained all the time, because you just don't have any type of energy to give anything to anything, you are being energetically drained. You are being sucked dry, okay? By a negative energy, a negative entity, or a negative person. If this motherfucker is all three for you, okay? Pay attention to that. If you constantly feel physically and energetically exhausted, you can't think straight, you're tired but you can't rest, that type of shit, you're dealing with someone that you need to remove yourself from. Fuck them. Focus on you and heal. Know what you're dealing with and be powerful enough and encouraged enough to know exactly what you are, which is a beautiful, spiritually sensitive, divine being. Okay? With all of that being said, guys, I hope that whatever I said, whichever way that I said it, I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that it helped you, because it's helping me and it has helped me. Okay. Again, thanks guys so much for watching. And if you guys like the vibe, I do recommend that you subscribe, you share, you like, you comment. I'm going to be doing a few of these anytime I feel intuitively guided to do so. You know what I mean? So again, thanks again guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you again with another video.